So, what do you do when you just don't know? It's a feeling we all get. Today, we're going to explore how to tap into your own inner wisdom to help you make decisions with a lot more clarity and way less stress.
I mean, you know this feeling, right? You're facing some choice. Could be big, could be small, and your mind is just spinning. You're making pro and con lists, you're going over it again and again, and somehow you just feel more confused than when you started. That's the feeling. You're completely and utterly stuck.
But what if the answer isn't something you have to wrestle to the ground and figure out? What if you already have this powerful built-in guidance system that maybe you're just ignoring or you haven't been taught how to listen to? Well, that's the big idea we're going to unpack.
All right, so here's our game plan. We'll start with that all too familiar feeling of being stuck. Then we'll get into what I call your built-in GPS. After that, we'll cover the art of letting go, talk about how guidance arrives, and finally wrap up with your turn to listen.
Okay, let's start with that feeling of being stuck. It's super frustrating, right? But to really get a handle on it, we first have to recognize that we also experience the complete opposite. These little effortless moments of knowing that happen all the time.
Think about it for a second. Sometimes you just know it's time to go to bed. You're not debating it, you just know. Or you get this sudden urge to just step outside and get some fresh air. Or how about when a friend just pops into your head out of nowhere? Those are tiny little instances of an internal yes or no that shows up without a big struggle. It's not forced, it's just there. So this inner knowing, this clarity, it has a name, and we can think about it in a really practical way. It's not some weird, mystical thing that only a few people have. It is a tool, and you already have it.
Yep, we're talking about intuition. It's that gut feeling, you know? Or that super clear thought that just cuts through all the noise. Or maybe it's just a soft little whisper inside that kind of points you in the right direction. It's your heart's wisdom, and it's always there, just waiting for you to tune in.
Honestly, the best way to think about it is this. Your intuition is your built-in GPS. It comes standard in every single one of us, and its only job is to help you get where you need to go. And just like a real GPS, it works way better when we clear out all the mental static so we can get a strong signal.
Now look at this. This comparison is so telling. On the left, you have the mind's way. It's all about effort, right? Forcing, wrestling, squeezing, it's just exhausting. But then look at the right side, intuition's way. It's all about release, asking, handing it over, letting go. It's a totally different energy, a totally different approach.
So the big question is, how do we actually switch from the mind's way over to intuition's way, especially when a problem feels really big and complicated? Well, it all comes down to a really simple but incredibly powerful process, the art of letting go.
And our source material gives us this perfect personal story to illustrate this. The author was just wrestling with a decision and totally hit a wall. And instead of pushing harder, they decided to try something completely different.
And this is the process they used. It's called the process of surrender. First, you just name it. You admit out loud, I don't know what to do here. Second, you hand it over. You ask for guidance from a source wiser than your own frantic mind. Third, and this is the really crucial part, every single time your mind tries to snatch that problem back, you just gently hand it over again. And finally, you just do what's next. Go about your day.
Okay, because this is where the magic happens. When you stop trying to force an answer, when you create that space, guidance actually has a chance to show up. And, it often does so in the most surprising ways. So back to the story. After handing the problem over and just getting on with their day, the answer came. It didn't pop up during some stressful brainstorming session. Nope. It appeared when they had totally stopped looking for it, when they least expected it.
And here is the real kicker. The solution that showed up wasn't even one of the options they had been agonizing over. It was something completely new, a path they couldn't even see when they were stuck in that mental spin cycle. And that's how intuition often works. It shows us possibilities that are way beyond our limited, stressed-out perspective.
So, what does this guidance actually feel like? Well, it can show up in a bunch of different ways. A lot of the time, it's that strong gut feeling. But it could also be a sudden, clear thought that just slices right through the confusion. Sometimes it's way more subtle, like a soft little whisper, or just a gentle nudge to do something specific.
So here's the best part. This isn't some special skill that only a few people have. This is your birthright. It's just about remembering how to turn on a system that you already have. And it's not just for those huge, life-changing decisions. This steady, inner guidance is available to you all the time, for everything from, what should I make for dinner, to how do I handle this tough conversation? It's always there, just patiently waiting for us to tune in. So here's how you can put this into practice. Think of a question you're stuck on. Ask for guidance from that wiser part of yourself. Then, and this is the hard part, truly let it go. Focus on what's right in front of you. And then just stay open. Watch for the answer to arrive, because it often will, when and where you least expect it. So the next time you feel stuck, just try it. Let go of the struggle. Ask for help from your own inner GPS, and then just listen. Because somewhere, just beneath all the noise of your mind, there is a quiet answer waiting for you.